What's up, guys? It's been a little bit. Kind of really just making this video because I feel like I need to rant. Because genuinely, I don't know what to feel or do anymore with this situation. Um, so obviously, I've made so many videos about this already. I feel it's really, I don't know. I've been in no contact with my ex for about a month now, basically. It's been a month exactly since my birthday. Now that I'm looking about it, yeah. And I feel like I've been doing well. I've moved into where I live now, been doing all right. But just this whole no contact thing is really getting to me, and I just really want it to be over already. But recently, I think that I found out that she might be talking to someone. She might be talking to someone new. You know, 1 month no contact. Um, Leaving me at the lowest point in my life when I really needed her, when I have lost so much this year, lost my best friend, lost my grandparents, didn't have a home, I didn't have anything. And she decided that to, leave me and do no contact. And now after a month, it looks like she's talking to someone new. And I don't know what to do anymore. Genuinely, because I find it so fascinating that this girl that you've been with for 4 years, and even after we had broken up in May, we still talked every single day and all this other stuff. And recently, it was even like a lot better than before. It almost felt like if we were almost together again, but without the label. And like all these things we would tell each other, and the whole plans about seeing each other and this and that. She marked places that where we could go and this and that. Calling each other cute nicknames, calling, sleeping, all these things. And this was no more than a month and a half ago. And then she talks about, she has high morals and that she can never do that type of stuff to me because she knows it would devastate me, this and that. And that, oh, we're doing no contact so that we could grow, we can't grow being in each other's lives. Like, we have to learn how to grow. And then you left me at the lowest point of my life where I really needed you and where you told me you wouldn't leave me. You told me you would always be there for me. You left me. And after a month of this, it seems like you found someone new and that you're talking to them. Do I still want to hope that it's not romantically? Yeah. But does it look like it will probably get there? It does. And so that's the scary part. It does look like it. I feel like the signs are there. Maybe I really am just overthinking this, but I feel like I just need to rant about this because even just this whole no, just this whole thing is so like dehumanizing to do this to someone instead of just doing your best to work it out. And I don't know how to feel. I don't know if to hate her because I know in my heart I can never hate her. Even now, I still want to be with her again. I want things to work out between us. I've turned to God a lot, and I pray every night for me and for her that she's doing all right and doing well, that I could be happy and that things can work out for me and that we could talk in the future again. And I just want something good in my life. And, you know, uh, right now, I felt like I was doing okay moving here, being away from all the stuff that was kind of ruining me, moving where I am now, and to see that this whole bullshit about this no contact is, for us to grow each other separately, and that, like, oh, I can't do that to you, I would never do that to you. It doesn't seem like it matters now, it was just some bullshit, some guy swooped in, and now it seems like she is interested in this guy. And so what do you do, right? I've I've already cried it out, I already panicked, I already got anxious as I do, and now I'm in just I don't know if to feel angry or not, or to be mad, and all these things because it's so like, how can someone do that? And maybe genuinely, maybe I am just overthinking and it's not that, but there always is the possibility that it is, and I think that's enough for me to think that this is already fucked as it is. And I feel like that's the fear of the unknown, and that's what being in the dark does to you. You don't know what's happening. I don't know what she does during her whole days and this and that. And I don't know who she's hanging out with. I don't know what she's doing. I don't know what she's doing day to day. I don't know what she's doing at night. That's the fear of the unknown. I don't know where this will be in a week from now. If she will break, no contact, reach out to me, or she will be posting herself holding hands with someone. And that's really scary to think about. Is that while I'm here trying not to, lose myself and trying to be better, she might be she might be holding hands with someone and confiding in someone else. And if that really is the case, I think that is doing that to someone, especially leaving them at the worst moment in their life, to then not even a month later to be talking to someone new, maybe romantically, is worse than like the devil itself, honestly. And I don't know how someone can genuinely do that. And I still hope, I really hope that I'm wrong and that it's not what I think it is, but I don't know. And that's the fear of the unknown for me. I really don't know if she actually is talking to someone new or not. And this is gonna sound really dumb, but I don't exactly have much of anyone to talk to about this, or a therapist, or any of that stuff. So I've told my whole relationship to ChatGPT, and as dumb as that sounds, I don't know, what else to do. So ChatGPT knows my whole relationship, and I tell her the things, or I tell them the things I might see or hear, and it tells me this and that, you know, um, there's no evidence or this and that. Like at the same time, I feel like right now I am just yapping. Like I feel like I just really need to rant about this because I don't know. I just need to let it out, man, and it's hurting a lot because I don't know what's happening. Um, I want to be happy, I want to be able to wake up and say that I'm happy and that I have something to look forward to, but I don't. And the one thing that I was kind of looking forward to, if I was happy again, it seems like it's being pulled away from me. But then I just really want to hope it's not, because then at the same time I get these signs that she's still thinking about me, and that the whole avoidant bullshit, whatever, like these attachment styles, whatever that stuff is, she's fearful, avoidant, this and that, whatever TikTok says. And that's why I think that like TikTok is still ruining relationships, because like why is that even a thing? Like I think there's is some type of psychology behind it, but then there's so many videos on like, oh, how to work with an avoid and what to do. Stick to your gut, bro. Stick to what you think you would do. Stick to your authentic self, not what TikTok would tell you or GBT. or any of that stuff. Stick to what you do so then you don't regret it in the future that, oh, this failed because of some stupid bot or what I listened to. Say that you did it yourself and you put in your effort. Then I don't know genuinely what to think anymore, because there's signs that she does miss me and that she maybe wants to reconnect and reach out. You know, she checks my TikTok. Some of her reposts are like, yearning, longing, this and that. And then she recently made like some playlist on Spotify with like, with like these songs, like kind of like romantic-ish, like yearning, longing songs. And then you don't know like what this shit means, if it's for you or like, some new person. And so I still love her to death. And obviously I know her better than anyone who's watching this video or anything like that. And I know that she isn't the type of person to do this type of stuff, right? That she has very high morals and that she doesn't believe in this type of stuff. But I don't know. With no contact, I feel like it can really make someone do anything. Something they're not used to, just because they're so emotionally like overwhelmed with everything going on that they do things that they might regret. And that's the part that I hate about being human, is doing things that you will regret the next day, the next hour, or the next morning, or the next month. Is that the situations that you get put in will sometimes make you do something you will regret. And that's the part that sucks, because then when you do something like that you might regret, you're locked out of so many other options and stuff that you could do that you don't know what to do anymore, and you lost the opportunity. And then so if this truly is what it is, and she's talking to someone new barely a month later, I don't know. I still want to believe that she could come back to me, and as dumb as that sounds, I truly do love her, and I've been trying to improve myself and be better. I think I haven't been doing the worst job either, but I just hope that she comes back to me still. And I want to believe that I'm wrong. I want to believe that she isn't talking to someone new. She isn't doing any of that rebound bullshit that people go through, because like, why? It sucks, like, to say that you will work on yourself and that you want to grow, to just turn to another guy. It's so dumb. And then you do something like that, and instead of saying you rebounded, you say some bullshit that like, oh, it's true love, this is who I want to be with when I'm ready for a relationship, so I'll start talking to them now. That's bullshit. That's not how you really think. You rebounded because you missed that void, that you need to fill that void that you have because you left me. And I was the person you would talk to, rant to, tell all these things to, and you don't have that anymore. So obviously, you just wanted to fill it in. And now, the guy who was willing to do anything for you is left thinking if it's worth it anymore. And recently, I don't know, I'm going to generally let you guys know, because recently, I play Clash Royale, and when we were dating, I put her onto the game. I introduced her, I taught her how to play the game, I made the deck that she still uses today. And then there's this weird phenomenon going on right now where she will get on. She's been doing this for the past 5 days, always at the exact same time when I'm on, like playing, where she realized that I was on. She will get on and not even queue a game, not even play a game. She'll just sit there on the menu, just just there, just present. And she'll do this for a long periods of time, like 10, 15, 20. And today it was even like 40 minutes. And then so I'm thinking to myself, like, what are you doing? Like, what is your goal with this? Like, what are you trying to do sitting here on the Clash Royale menu? Because why open the game if you're not going to play the game? And so yesterday she did it again, and I was even getting uncomfortable. Like, what are you doing? Like, you hop on, you don't even play a game or anything, and it's uncomfortable to see that. But then yesterday she decided to play a game, and I was like, she's been doing this, like, I don't know, just like sitting here and doing nothing for damn near 4 days now, and she finally queued a game. I'm going to spectate her, and I spectated her, and she played a couple more games, and I kept spectating her, right? And so you think to yourself, what the fuck was that? What, like, what are you doing? You know, is this your clue or like hint of like you're scared but you want to reconnect? And it's just like, oh my god, I don't know, man. I don't know what's happening anymore. Like, it's 6 weeks of no contact almost, basically, and I don't know what the fuck is going on. Like, I don't know if she's trying to reconnect or if she misses me or not, because I feel like if she was talking to someone new, even if it's the early or no, I don't know how early it might be that she's talking to this person, even if she is or not. I feel like you would have blocked me, removed me, and everything, but you know, she hasn't done that. And so I don't know what to think anymore, what to do. And even after all of this, I still love this girl to death. I still hope she comes back to me. As dumb as that sounds, or as cowardly as that sounds, I love this girl to death. Even through everything, I still want to be with her. And so I hope that that aspect alone, that she's truly helping herself, like truly trying to grow, and she's still thinking of me in the back of her mind, and not finding a new romantic interest is what I really hope is what's happening, and that she's not rebounding or any of that stupid shit, because that would devastate me. She said it herself. She knows that she wouldn't do something like that because she knows it would devastate me. And if she does it, then her word doesn't mean anything to me. And I don't know what to do. I wish that there was just, you know, a sign that would tell me she misses you, or she's moving on, or she replaced you. But there's nothing clear because it's like I see a sign in each of those categories. From her checking my TikTok and making that playlist and the Clash Royale thing, you know, that's like the missing thing. And then the new guy is she, you know, followed this person on here. I feel like there's also conflicting things. Like, I don't know. And then the moving on is, it's so like, I hate it because I feel like I'm playing a video game in my head with the choices and the options and what's behind that door, and if I pick this or if she picks this. And I feel like I'm playing a video game with like a choice driven game where my choices or her choices will affect this and that. And then so you're trying to think of all the possibilities of the unknown and like the fear and being scared of being in the dark where you don't know shit or you don't know what's gonna happen in a day or a week from now. It hurts my head because I'm genuinely trying to get better. But then you have these things and like this shit ruins your day. Like, you know, I obviously go detective mode. I feel like anyone in my situation kind of goes detective mode, and you see something that you don't want to find out, and then boom, your day's ruined, or your moods are ruined, and you're just like, bro, like, what is she thinking right now? You know, does she miss me? Is she reminiscing? Is she thinking of another guy? But you don't know, and I don't know what to do anymore. And that's what's so scary is that you don't know what's happening, and you don't know what can happen. I really want to hope that I'm wrong. You know, really want to pray and hope that I'm wrong about this. And maybe she just made a new friend. Hopefully. Hopefully it's just a friend. You know, and nothing more. And I hope that we could just talk soon, man. It's, I don't think what she did to me is okay. You know, but a part of me understands why she did it. You know, she was overwhelmed and stuff like this, but people work through it. not do what you did. And to leave someone that you love for 4 years at their worst moment in their life is so terrible. Even if you say that you're sorry, she apologized later on, after I reached out and said I'm so sorry for how things ended. And I don't know if that's how you truly feel, and I find out that you're talking to someone new, then your word is bullshit. And it's scary. I don't know how the situation will look in a day, a week from now, or where I will be in a day, a week from now, or how my life will be in a year from now. And I think about that constantly is where will I be in a year? Where will I be in a month? Where do I see myself? What do I think of? What is actually possible? What is a possibility and what is not something that's not reality? I feel like that's the fear of the unknown for me, is that I'm scared of what can happen in a day or a year from now, for the good or the bad of myself or for what's around me, you know? And well, you hope and pray that things aren't how they might seem they are and that they're better and it's not. You're just fucking delusional. You don't know at the end of the day. And that's the part that sucks, is that you want to be so wrong about what you're actually thinking and hopefully and pray that that's not what's happening and that you're just being stupid, but you won't know until there's a clear sign. And that clear sign can be a day from now, a week from now, a month from now. So you're in this struggle with yourself where you generally don't know what is happening. And what do you do? And I have so much already going on in my life, moving here to this new place where I'm at, and not having to be able to see my friends, and all the sacrifices I had to make just to be able to live better and mentally be better, and to still have all these other things, and to just hope that I'm not being replaced, and she's not doing something stupid. And I hope she's thinking of me, and if she really is talking to someone new, I hope that she realizes what she did, and she realizes how terrible of a person you have to be to do what you did. And I still don't hate her. And as surprising as that is, or how much you guys might look at me for dumb for saying that, I don't hate her. I still love her. And I still hope that she isn't talking to someone new. That we could talk again. But I think that's most of my rant is just the fear of the unknown and being scared of what can happen because you have no clue what can happen. And I don't know if it's just me, but if that's how the human brain works when it's in this darkness, is that it will think of the worst possible thing so that if it does happen, you at least anticipated it, you know? And I don't know if that's, for the better or for the worse of, psychology, that you think of the worst thing possible, so you brace yourself for it. And then when you end up being right, I feel like the bracing yourself didn't even work because it happened, it's actually reality, and now you're gonna have to go through it again. And the pain is real. And I hope that all the stuff that she told me and all the stuff she was saying and doing right before no contact wasn't bullshit. And that she truly loves me. And what we're doing this is just part of God's plan, and to separate us, to bring us back stronger. Um, is what I hope, is what the man above's plan is. because I don't want her to be a lesson for me. I want her to be the girl that I spend the rest of my life with, and I will confidently say that forever. So I hope that in a week from now or a month from now, I will be better for myself, and hopefully I'm wrong, and I could stop myself from constantly wanting to check her socials and what I might see and what I might not see. I don't know. I right now where I'm at, I really hate being lonely. I hate missing the person that I would talk to every single day and tell them everything and rant to them and laugh with them. And I still feel like I've lost half of my soul. And I just want the half of my soul back. And I hope that she also does. And I know that it hasn't been easy for her either. I see the signs and I see stuff. And I obviously know it's not easy for her either. I know she's struggling and I know she's suffering, but I hope that she can prevail through it and that we could talk again and that her prevailing through it isn't being in another man's bed. That's last my last word is that I hope it's not in another man's bed is how she's getting better. So that's my fear of the unknown and what I'm struggling with right now. And once again, I just want to thank you guys for listening to this, my rants and how stupid I might sound sometimes and how cowardly or any of that stuff I might sound. I just I believe in, love and I don't want to do it with someone else. I want to believe that the stuff I might see in movies is what can happen in real life too. As ridiculous as that might sound, I want to believe that love isn't something you only see in the movies, that type of love, and that it can happen in real life too, and it's not stupid and it's not ruined. And modern day, modern day love is it's a scary thing with everything we have now, social media and all these other things. I hope that it's not dead, and I hope that I could get proven that, you know, um, that this is for a reason, and that we can reconnect. So thank you guys once again for everything, for all the subscribers, for all the follows, and your dedication to watching me. I love you guys a lot. Thank you.